Back in September, the Ravens dominated their first matchup against the Steelers. Can Pittsburgh get revenge? Find out next on EA Sports.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
A Pro Bowl quarterback early in his career in Minnesota before a horrific knee injury slowed down his progress. He's a more than capable quarterback that makes the most of his opportunities when he's a starter in the NFL.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And incomplete to open things up. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Throwing is Bridgewater. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. This, the second meeting between these two division rivals. You might recall they met earlier in the year.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A look at the numbers for Harrison last week's game. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming. Throwing, Bridgewater. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out
to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal. And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you? No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bridgewater to throw it. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space. And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, I think it's back to the drawing board, or should I say in today's game, the Surface tablet after this drive. 3 plays, they go backwards. They will look like they've gotten something going right there, but they'll have to punt the football away to end this one. The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And the division title, that's out of reach. We know that. This is as good a spot, Charles, as they're going to get. That first wild card and the number 5 overall seed. Partner's not out of the question, especially with the 7. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way. He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Snell on the shotgun handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to drive.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. These two teams met in Baltimore, you might remember earlier in the year, with the Ravens winning that game. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. The 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Tucker now for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Here's Snell on third down. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Powering his way forward. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Dancing to his left. First down and more for Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play, the shred.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
That's what I was talking about. Not him,
boy. So we've come up. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now Jackson on first down. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. That's caught by the 6'8" tight end, Zach Gentry. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds as a 13-yard. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Give him 30 yards there. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 58 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Bridgewater. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the third quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding.
He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one good for 37 yards. Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Good job.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Draw play, and it's Snell across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York? And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Let's go.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To throw is Jackson, rolling to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Bridgewater. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Pat Freiermuth, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Bridgewater. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Steelers on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain. From the gun, Bridgewater. He finds his tight end Gentry. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Bridgewater now. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Throwing is Bridgewater. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. 30. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
Oh, you got to do better than that.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time. That'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Benny Snell, the intended receiver that time. Third down here. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Steps away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To throw again on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, Bridgewater.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points, and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about